G'day guys, I'm getting fitted for a new driver at the Titleist Fitting Centre. We'll have a look at the entire fitting process. How much will I improve? Heaps, I reckon.
Here we are at Titleist with JL, who's going to set us up with a new pair of Titleist clubs, or set of Titleist clubs. Hopefully it's not just the two clubs. But JL, I'm playing off 29. What can you do to help?
Well, the most important thing we do with driver is to try and optimize ball speed, launch and spin. Yep. So you can carry the ball as far as possible in the air, get the maximum distance possible. We can also do something to try and help with the left and right miss. Yep. With our sure fit hosel. But the goal really today is going to be to assess your current gamer. And then look at what we can do to improve the flight of the ball from your current driver.
My very modest current driver. Okay, let's get to work.
Okay. First thing we're going to have a look at, how high would you normally tee up the ball?
I usually have half the ball sticking over the top of the club.
If you push all the way down to the base, it will be too low. So if you push the tee into the mat just a little bit, it will still stand up, but it will then get to that tweener sort of height there, yeah? Okay.
And it doesn't matter how firm the tee is in the ground. Does that matter at all? Does that affect the shot? No. No, once it's gone, it's gone.
I mean, I guess the friction may make it leave, you know, a tiny bit slower, but I don't think there's any evidence to back that up.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so if we look at that one there, is that a fairly typical flight for the golf ball there? Are you happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
Okay.
I won't say it's typical.
Okay. Typical would be more
to the left.
More slice?
Yeah, more slice, yeah.
Okay.
Typical.
Okay. What we're going to look at today is how we can increase the distance that you hit the ball, but also see if we can help you to hit it straighter. You've missed 2 fairways there out of 4. Let's see if we can increase that, but then give you a bit more distance. You know, this shot here that I've highlighted is very interesting because, you know, you were pretty happy with it. It wasn't your typical, but you were like, if I hit that at Yarra Bend, I'm going to be pretty happy because it's on the fairway. It's gone, you know, it's gone pretty straight. Yeah. Just a little bit of curve on it. The contact on the ball was quite close to the center, a little bit towards the heel. So the biggest issue we have in terms of distance is how high the ball gets off the ground. So you're just under a 12-meter apex point there. If we can get that to go up and keep launch and spin conditions consistent, then you will consistently hit the ball further. Okay. Your technique is going to be the biggest player in that, right? So, you know, these things here, they're the things you're working on with your coach.
Yep.
So I can't influence those. All I can influence is this here. Okay. So the ball speed, launch and the spin rate, if we can optimize those 3 things there, then we can get the ball to go higher, we can get it to carry further. Just to give you an idea, this function on TrackMan gives us some visibility on, with the golfer's input, so your golf swing, what's the output like? So really good ball speed with that particular shot, but not enough launch, not enough spin, and therefore not enough height.
Okay, so here's the data with my driver. As we can see, I'm landing it around that 160 meter range, which is not far enough. My launch, spin, and height will need some work if I want to improve on that.
So one of the things we're going to look at first is how we can help you hit the middle of the club face a bit more often. And there's a couple of ways we're going to go about that. First one is to just check the length of your club. It's fairly standard size, 45.5 inches of length in the driver, which what you'd expect with a club that's been, I guess, bought off the shelf without too much fitting happening.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to start with this. It's quite a close match to what you've got at the moment, and then we're going to go through the kind of process from there. Pretty good start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite close to that other shot that you hit. Yeah. But again, we could see, you know, with that apex just over 10.5 meters, the carry distance is stuck at 160. Now we can't rely on the ball running out to 182 because it completely depends on the ground conditions.
Yes. Yep.
So we want to maximize the carry distance as much as we can. We can see that's gone higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need the TrackMan to tell us. We could see it. So there you go, nearly 17 meters of height. And there's that carry distance now gone right up to 177.5. Really good. So, you know, again, like a fairly consistent strike with the first one you hit. So this is something that you're doing with the same swing as the one you had with your driver. That last shot apex at 22.7 meters, and it carried 188 meters. So comparing that to the best shot that you hit with yours, which was that one there, we've just increased your carry distance by nearly 25 meters.
Take it.
Definitely. With all the data in this blue area and the way that you swung the club, so your input, the output there was as close as we've got so far to you hitting the ball as far as you can. So really, really good. So really what we're looking to do here, we're always looking at what's the ball telling us, what do we need to do next? So we know that if we can get the ball to consistently apex at 22 to 24 meters with the correct ball speed, launch and spin, that sort of 190 meters of carry is well within your kind of wheelhouse.
Yeah.
So we're going to focus on what head model and loft gives us that.
Yeah. Okay.
So we've got to that sort of inconsistent kind of strike pattern again there. One in the heel, one in the toe, one in the middle. First three were three of your best. So in terms of the contact and strike location, it was pretty consistent. And then those three there, different spot each time. So one of the things that is quite noticeable about how you set up, and I don't want you to change this, it's just an observation, is that you do grip down the club a little bit into this sort of part of the grip here. So what we're going to look at is whether making the shaft a little shorter helps at all with...
I am supposed to be having, since you picked up on that, because like this should be at the top of the club, is what Dale's been trying to get me to do.
And gripping down on a club, you tend to, again, the club head tends to be behind the heel of the ball tends to be in line with the heel of the club a little bit more as well. Yeah. They're kind of clues that maybe the length is a little long. Different head model there. So GT1, higher launching, higher spinning head model, and we can kind of see that with those last couple of shots, not too far away from what we want. Certainly in terms of height, it's ideal, but we've just kind of ticked a little bit too high with that spin.
Okay.
Now a strike location that's a bit low in the face will cause the ball to spin a little bit more just because of the way the head's constructed. You definitely look more comfortable with the shorter length. How does it feel compared to?
I like the shorter. To be honest, I feel if I'm too far away, yeah.
You know, shortening the length of the club may have a very small effect on the club head speed, but the most important speed that we're looking at is ball speed. Now, if you start to hit the middle of the club face more consistently as a result of the club being shorter, the ball speed's going to go up and be more consistent.
Yep.
Yeah.
And again, what's the 128.8? What are we looking for?
Well, in an ideal world, we want that at over 130. Okay. So, don't want to get bogged down in data too much, but this is quite easy to kind of sort of look at. That data point I've highlighted there, smash factor, is basically the efficiency of the golf club. So how fast is the ball coming off the face relative to the club head speed at impact? So if your club head speed was 100 miles an hour and your ball speed was 150 miles an hour, your smash factor would be 1.5. Okay. Yeah? So you're close with that one. Okay. The best shot you've hit today with the club head that you've got in your hand now, again, that smash value is at 1.48. So, you know, really efficient with a strike location that was not right out of the middle of the face, very close. You know, again, with your technique, you know, the club moving across the golf ball quite a lot, which is what you're going to work on with your coach. The club head's always kind of glancing the golf ball. Yeah. So it may not be that we get right up to that 1.5. If we can get your ball speed consistently in the 130s, then you're going to consistently hit the ball the distance you should be. Yeah. So this is back to club head number 1, which is the GT2 model. GT2 is our most stable club head. They're all stable. This one has just been built to be as stable as possible. So again, with those mishits, certainly when we tried it first time out, it was very, very straight, even with the one that didn't gain a lot of height. Really, really good.
Might be the pick of them so far.
That is, without question, the pick of them. There you go. So nearly 190 carry. So there's our 22.5 meter apex that we talked about at the start. You know, the goal was to make the ball go higher with the right ball speed, launch and spin conditions there. Now, if I'm being really picky, the spin rate's a little low, but it's fine. Yeah. And the reason the spin's a little low is because the strike location was slightly high in the face. But it's still, as we can see there, it's still optimized for your performance and your swing. So again, input versus output. There's no way that the ball could have gone any further based on how you delivered the club to the golf ball, with speed, path, attack angle. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that every
time,
to be honest.
We're going to do one more thing. Now, this is just actually just seeing if we can add a few sprinkles to your Sunday, because you know you've already got a really big ice cream in front of you. I've just added some weight to the head. Now the idea of that is to, if we can give you the heaviest hammer possible to swing that you can control, then again we should see a little increase in ball speed, which again, if we can get an extra couple of meters out of this, because we're already maxing out at 190 carry, then that's going to be fantastic.
Yep, lovely. that was awesome. JL obviously knows exactly what he's talking about, and you know, a good tradesman doesn't blame his tools, but maybe I've been using the wrong tools my entire life. So I could feel the difference in these quality clubs in your hand, the different heads, the different shafts. So yeah, I think I'm a better golfer by 25%.
Okay, so with the new driver, I'm landing it closer to 190 metres. A massive improvement just from having my driver fitted correctly. A huge thank you to JL and everyone at Titleist for having me down. It's the best place to have your club fitted.